All right, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, want to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahawah, Hashem YAHAWASHI, Hashem QADASH. Want to give double honors to your apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. I want to say salutations to all you brothers pushing his worth in truth and sincerity. All right, it's going to be a lesson done in spirit and power of Yahawah, Hashem YAHAWASHI. Lord willing to edify the flock of the Lord. All right, this is going to be a quick lesson just going into this article here that was sent by the brothers, man. Basically going into America's national symbol faces slow death. Lead poisoning is blamed for the slump in the bald eagle's population growth. You see in the scriptures say that the spiritual man judges all things, man. This is a sign from the Lord, Yahawah, man. That basically the glory of America, man, that strength, because the scriptures say that as an eagle, and that's basically what America's likened unto an eagle, because it flies the highest and it's a proud bird. Okay, so that's basically what America in its peak was. It was the strongest nation. It has the strongest military, the greatest economy. But through basically the Most High Yahawah breaking this place down. We've seen the dollar weaken. We see the morality of these people weaken on all levels. Is the population is this country, basically circling the drain, man. Okay, so us, this sign. We take it as a sign that, America's on its way out. Okay. So this is a new study has found that the bald eagle population in the U.S. has taken a significant hit from lead poisoning. And this is a byproduct, of course, of Esau's way of ruling, his way of ruling the planet Earth. Scriptures say that they shall change the seasons and the times. Okay. So basically they have the whole earth as a whole out of whack. The things that's supposed to be done to preserve the land aren't being done. Example, the land Sabbath, man. So Esau on all levels is creating death in the planet Earth, man. Okay. So it says, due to animal consuming ammunition left behind by hunters. The study from the Department of Public and Ecosystem Health at Cornell University shows that bald eagle population growth has decreased by 4 to 6% based on data gathered between 1990 and 2018. Scientists examined population in 7 northeast states and found some are affected by hunters leaving behind contaminated organs. Because another thing, knowing, which lets us know that these are the Edomites, they hunt for sport, man. They don't hunt because they're hungry. They hunt because they want to. It's a pastime of theirs to do this, man. Okay. So it says this affects bald eagles and other creatures that may later feed on anything left as the carcasses, as they can consume lead fragments in the meat. We're putting eagles out there as a poster species for this issue, but they're not the only ones being impacted. The bald eagle population has quadrupled in the past decade, but researchers warn that some perturbation could cause the population to decline again. Okay, and this place as a whole, man, that's what scriptures say in Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. All right. And the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Because on all levels is this man, the Edomite, just like my man from The Matrix. When he was breaking it down, Agent Smith, he was telling you that you guys are a parasite. Everywhere you go, you infect that place until you leave nothing alive, man. And that's basically what these Edomites are doing, man. They're creating chaos in the whole earth. Things don't produce the things that they're supposed to. The field, I think a few years back, a report came out that there's only 30 years left of topsoil, which is basically the soil that's used to grow the majority of the food that we eat. Okay, so this devil, man, he's contrary to life. Okay, and that's what the scriptures say. If it were, if it was not for the elect's sake, these days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. Okay, but that's why the scripture. As soon as I read that, it reminded me of this scripture here in Jeremiah 51 in verse 9. I'll start at verse 8. I'll start at verse 7 just to get the message across. So Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Like I said earlier, this place was where everybody came to make money. This place was the the epitome of where everybody wanted to come and basically set base, set tent. Okay, so it says Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, thereof the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, and so she may be healed. That's basically going into all these things that these elites, these politicians, the own people of America want to do to so-called make this place great again. But you see, this place cannot be great because it has never been great. The only time it has been great was when the tribes, starting off with the Southern Kingdom, were in slavery, man. Okay, because they basically built up this country on free labor. All right. So it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one unto his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right. So this place is not going to be healed, man. I was seeing these signs, these omens, let us know that this place is going down, man. Okay. So this takes me to Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, as with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, as with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. And that's what's coming to this place, man. A great destruction. Okay, starting off with those missiles, the chariots. This land that as America, Babylon the Great. In the coming days, man, this is gonna be a desert. Given over to the unclean beast. The owl, the bittern. All those birds are gonna inhabit this land known as America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. And this is what Esau has done, man, since he came back into power. He created an imbalance in the planet Earth, man. Like I said, before in the ancient times, it used to take 2 or 3 men to carry a cluster of grapes. Now you could do it with a pinky, man, with your pinky finger. Okay, so this is a byproduct of the Edomites being in control of the earth, man. The so-called white man, okay? So it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And on all levels are we seeing the degradation of the planet Earth, man. Like I said, if this devil had a free reign to do as he pleased, there would be no flesh to be saved, man. Okay? But for the elect's sake, these days are going to be shortened. All right? So this is Romans 8:19. Well, I'll start at verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of the Most High, man. So basically all life, all creation, man, is waiting for us to get back in power so that, we don't see things like that, man. So life could flourish. Like the Most High's original plan was for life to, flourish throughout the world, man, throughout the planet, throughout the universe. Okay? But Esau being against life and being against everything that stands for the Most High, he creates these what are they called? They got a category. They basically categorize different animals on different stages of extermination, man. They got endangered species, I believe, and then they got the extinct, which is basically they can't find enough animals or enough number of those animals to so-called maintain a livable population of those animals. Esau has his words that he explains all this with, man. But the point being, we're not going to have that in the kingdom of heaven, man. Animals are going to flourish. Life is going to flourish as a whole. Okay? Because even though Esau thinks these animals are extinct, the Lord has everything reserved, man. So we're going to see all these animals that you think are extinct come back in the kingdom, man. All right? So it says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. Salaki, I think I missed this. I skipped verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjugated that same in hope. Because the creature itself also should be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High, man. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And now only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption to our body, man. All right. So not only is all the animals, but ourselves, man. Ezekiel 9:4 goes into that. For the man that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Hey, this is an abomination, man. Having to witness animals going extinct. Animals being poisoned by lead. Okay, just because this damn devil doesn't know how to live in balance with the planet Earth, with the planet Earth, man. All right, so I'll end up with this. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us, man. And that's one of the main reasons a lot of these birds are dying, man, because Esau's cutting up all these trees. Trees create a major habitat for a lot of these animals, man. I think one tree can host a range of different birds, man. Okay, but Esau, being the devil that he is, he'll go around the world cutting all these trees, in the hope of making money. All right, this is the way that the devil, does things, man. Because there's this plant known as hemp, which where marijuana comes from. That hemp, that's what they used to use in the ancient times to, create paper out of, man. And this weed, it basically grows everywhere, man. But Esau, being the devil that he is, he'll use the trees. Okay, and not saying that you can't use trees, because we build houses off those trees, but everything has to be done in order, man, in balance. Okay, and Esau's he doesn't have that characteristic in him. He is as death, like the scripture in Habakkuk says. All right, but with that, brothers, I pray that the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, BAHA, YAHAWASHI, BAHA, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you Akim Christians worth in truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom.